Last week on Sailing Adrift.
So, progress is being made.
Yes, hi everybody. I am in the V-berth and I've just finished some more work. It looks a lot like what I was doing last week, but you could look at it.
In addition to the slats, we showed you some other fun features we've built into the boat, like this easy transitional seating to sleeping area.
It's so easy, even a lady can do it.
We're the worst.
We also popped out all the port lights in the V-berth.
And now we don't have a window.
So we'll be replacing those.
This is our to-do list for the weekend. It's a good 3 pages long. You think we'll tackle them all? Probably not. But we're gonna get a good start on a lot of them, and some are already checked off. How about that?
This week, we're back at it, woodworking.
These are the little bottom caps for the salon area, the little transition. See how they have an L shape? You see that?
I see the L.
Looks pretty though, right? This is the Peruvian walnut. Let's go up there and figure it out.
Okay.
What do we got here? What's happening?
Well, we know what we're doing up here, but we gotta figure out what we're gonna do underneath. My current vote is we obviously have to insulate it. And then if we put the 1/4-inch face, that should give us plenty of room all along this. So we need to insulate this area, and then put a roof over it.
What do we do about these?
We'll just have a cutout for them, like the same shape as this, so that you can see them and inspect them. And then right here, we've got those L-shaped ones. So if we put a furring strip just along this inside edge.
I've got a plan.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna need is the furring strips that go in the front and the back for our 1/4-inch to attach to. And then beyond that, we just need to install the insulation between the two. So let's do that.
Okay,
Does that work for you?
that works for me.
All right, cool.
Here's Chris installing the furring strips using thickened epoxy and very complex anti-gravity methods. Oh, look at that! We got smart and the clamps came out to party. We installed the insulation, attached the ceiling facade to the furring strips, and now Chris is filling in all the gaps with spray foam insulation.
So when we are down here moving around, now that we have the first 3 rows of these rough fit, we need to add something that we'll be able to use as handles. And we thought, this might be a good look. Yeah, stainless steel cleats. It's very nautical, don't you think? Anyway, so these are the cleats. We're going to attach them right under, there was those backing points on there. That's what these are for. It's odd though. They call out that they use number 14 or 1/4-inch fasteners. Look how small they are in that. It's gonna work, but I was surprised. What do you think? I think this looks pretty sharp. All right, back to the slats.
Now that we've started the port side, it's time to tackle the starboard side.
I just made my final cuts, hopefully, on this piece right here. It's that L shape that goes on the bottom of these to start our slats along the upper side. And I have not test fit this yet. This side looks a little long, but great.
Back to port side.
This looks cool.
Thanks. Trying to figure out how to get the window cutouts to be perfect. What I did was I got this little tip of a pencil. I was just kind of running it along the tops to give a bit of a gap between the pencil lead and obviously the frame. Like right here, it's a little too tight to get my hand in. drill a hole to get them a little closer, and then I should be able to reach in with this and mark them well. But I think my hole saw is a little too aggressive for this.
Are you afraid you're gonna hit the window?
I'm not afraid I'm gonna hit the window. I'm afraid I'm gonna cut into the like little buffer that I'm trying to keep from the edge of the window, so we have like a frameless look from the inside.
Gotcha. How's everything else going?
It's going. See what I mean about the paper though? It just kind of gets beat up walking on it. We gotta use that ram board.
Yeah.
I adjusted, primed the insides of these two cubbies so that we can paint them.
Oh.
And then we'll finish up that last little bit of lats up there at the top. Ultimately, pull them all down so we can finish and sand them. Then we'll put them back up and they'll look gorgeous. We got a giant list of things to do.
Okay. Here's Justin now.
Hello.
This is our brother-in-law, Justin. He's been a regular handyman on our crew, always helping whenever possible. Today, he's installing the floor to this stowage area.
Making those cleats to build that shelf.
Exciting stuff.
This box. This box right here.
That box.
That box.
It's gonna have a bottom.
This is what Justin was working on in the bench seat here. So he's got the cleats all epoxied in place, and that goes on top of those, creating a nice secure platform so we can stow things.
How about that?
While Justin keeps working away, let's check in with Chris.
There. All the lats are rough fit. And then I also have marked behind these wooden things to where we want to cut these out to get a nice round shape, but still have an invisible frame on the inside. And then we'll sand them to recess them so they'll sit pretty. That side's done. The V-berth is done. So the next step is to pull them all down and number them and then make them look pretty. Put it back up. So that's what I'm working on. We gotta figure out how to label these. I'm just thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right. Yeah, that works for me.
All right, later, dude.
Bye.
We proceeded to spend the rest of the weekend working away. Trust me, it was quite the party.
Now that we have the lats all, gosh darn it. Now that we have the slats all test fitted, it's time to remove them and get them ready for finishing. So I've got a little piece of paper to make a legend and a Sharpie in my pocket to label each one. We're gonna pull them all down, sand them, and then varnish them, and then put them back up. Let's get started.
While Chris is doing that, I'm gonna finish off my chain locker paint job that I started last week.
Whoa, there's another step. What are you doing? Oh, it's so white in there. Did you get the ceiling first?
Yep.
Did you climb in there to do it?
I did.
And I missed that.
You did, but there's video evidence.
Oh, look at that.
Okay. What have you been working on?
Got a piece of paper here that I'm going to label each one of these. We'll do P for port, 1 for the top and go down, and if the section requires multiple pieces, it'll be P1A, P1 or P2A, P3A, P4A, P4B, and then so on, all the way down.
So that worked out real nice. All the pieces are correctly labeled and neatly organized.
Cool.
I wasn't really even worried about it, to be honest.
I was.
Well, good. Worried enough for the both of us. I'm gonna go have some chili now.
Okay.
I'll see you when I see you.
See you another time. All done with that. Just some minor casualties. Excuses to buy more clothes.
Hey you, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw and you want to keep following along, become a subscriber. Just hit that subscribe button below. And special thanks to our patron crew. We really appreciate your support.
Here, let me get a prop.
You're a prop. What?
Does it smell like piss?
No.
Oops, I dropped my phone.
Oh well, we need handholds, and I guess that's probably why people use those rounded grab bars as opposed to these. But these look cool, and you know, if it makes a bloody head one day, maybe we'll switch them out.